Mr. Moelis, what's up, fella?
How's it going?
Hell of a bout there. What kind of emotions were you experiencing? Hey, let's move right over here. Yeah, it's a really close bout to 8.
It looked like a close bout. You know, I was happy with the way I fenced, but you know, the best fencers in the entire world, you'll notice that it gets to a certain point, and then if one person has that same score and the other person makes it a 15, you know, you have 10-10, 15-10, 5-5, 15-5, and you know, we witnessed a 9-9, 15-9 kind of bout, which is, you know, what professionals like him are all about. So, you know, it's just about learning from the experience. And, you know, he's learning new stuff, he's getting better and better, and that stuff's just working, and now it's time for me to go back to him and get my stuff better as well.
Yeah, you know, at the end, like you said, it was close, like 8-8, and then really after the break, Race, I don't know, it looked like he was getting really creative, or at least maybe taking a lot of risks, or maybe just fighting a bit more.
You know, the reason why Race is so good is because he finds the key. He finds the key and he drills it into you. And so the bout's over, you know what I mean? So it's like he could have found the key at 0-0 and he could have found the key at 14-14. You know, 9-9, he locked it down, he figured out what it was, and he owned it. But, you know, I'm hoping that maybe next time I'll be the one to find the key first.
How about as far as, you know, your guys' relationship with Race now training in California? Going into the bout, was there anything that you were hoping to prove, or was it just like, you guys are still the same friends you've always been?
No, I mean, like, friends aside, if we weren't friends, the bout, my head going into the bout would have been the same. I put, like I always say, I put in work at the club, and my goal is to express that work, whether I'm fencing, you know, like someone like Race, or I'm fencing a little kid. And I'm happy that I was able to fence that way against, you know, one of the best fencers in the entire world. But in terms of our relationship, Race is one of my best friends, and I'm glad that his move is, nothing has changed, and we're both, you know, also really good friends.
How about with this bout? How's it compare to previous competitive bouts with Race? Have you guys met up in competition?
No, this is the first. Like, we fenced one time in a 5-switch bout when I was at my old club, and Race was, I believe, still at his old club, like 3 or 4 years.
He was at
ago.
Empire. You were at 5T.
I was at 5T, and he was at Empire. And I think it was he beat me
years ago.
Years ago, and he beat me 5-4. And you know, we've had about 1 million bouts in between, but of course we haven't fenced for, you know, almost a year now. But you know what? No matter what situation we're in, he makes it a good time. It's, you know, like, regardless, it's so much fun. Like, I don't know how to describe it. You know, it's just fun.
How about for this then, being your first competitive bout with Race, in the course of what, 4 years or something?
Since ever, yeah.
Yeah. So how did this compare to bouting with Race in a practice environment?
It's way different. It's way different. You know, like, you know, sometimes, you know, when Race and I would fence at the club, he would practice trying to turn it on, getting amped, and you know, it definitely shows in bouts of practice. So they usually mouth the floor with me there. And you know, you saw over here that I'd like to think that there came a point maybe when it was 9-9 when he felt that he really had to rev it up for himself. And whether he did or he didn't, the score clearly showed. But you know, competition is way different than practice, and practice you lose, in practice you lose, and it doesn't really mean anything. In competition here, you pull out whatever you have to pull out to win, and you know, he did that very successfully. So I'm hoping to be able to do that in the future.
How about for you? Really tough field of competitors. You got Ma, 2-time Olympian, world champion, Shupanik, also Olympian, couple-time European finalist. Extremely tough tableau, especially in the top kind of 32-16. How do you feel about your performance and result today?
In terms of the field that I'm in, I'm just lucky enough to be here. You know, I fence with juniors all the time, and the jump between juniors and seniors is just enormous. And I've only been to 2 senior World Cups, and you know, I haven't even cracked the 64 yet. So having the opportunity to even fence in the strip next to these guys, while alone with them, is a dream. It's awesome, and I hope that the more that I work, the more opportunities I'll get to be on it, to be the belt.
All right. Well, great job here today, Sam.
Thank you.
Thanks.